I tell you what, Jesus is up in heaven today, smiling at the crowd at our church today. Wow, this is wonderful. This is the way it should be every Sunday. Boys and girls, I have a strand of lights today. How many of you like the Christmas lights? Remember, I told you I love everything about Christmas. How many of you like Christmas lights? Well, I'm a gazillion years old, and some of my lights are the old-fashioned kind that if one bulb burns out, the entire strand will not work. And I have a little checker that has to go through and check, because if one's out, they're all out. And I know y'all, your generation will just throw them in the trash can, but my generation won't. We're not going to throw them away. So we're going to check them and test them and go through lots of trouble to try to figure out what's going on. But boys and girls, that's kind of the way we are in our lives. Boys and girls, your little smiles are just the light of the world for so many people in this church. They see you coming down, and they just smile. And a lot of them are so excited because you're down here. To see Christmas through the eyes of children is just precious. And so we have to be that light. But a lot of times we get in bad moods. Are y'all ever in a bad mood? Yeah. Sometimes, me too. Sometimes, yeah, me too. Sometimes we get in a bad mood, and so our light is not shining. And so when our light is not shining, we need something to go through and test us so that our light shines, because we're like that one bulb. We're bringing everybody down. Well, boys and girls, Jesus came as a sweet little baby to be the light of the world, to light up and to give us hope in this sin-darkened world that we live in. And so sometimes we need Jesus to adjust us so that we can be the light for others. Because how are people going to see Jesus in other people? How are people going to see Jesus if they don't see him in us? So boys and girls, I want you to recognize that sometimes you can bring somebody else down. But when you're shining brightly, when you're smiling brightly, and when you're telling people about Jesus, and when you're here showing people that Jesus is important to you, then you're letting a whole big strand of people know that they can have that light too. Boys and girls, when Jesus was born so many years ago, he was born to bring us hope. And we need hope in today's world. He came to be the light. Have you ever been in the darkness? Have you ever been scared in the dark? Completely dark. And then all of a sudden there's a little light. And it gives you hope to know where to go. Well, boys and girls, that's what Jesus did. He's that little bit of light that we need to be able to guide us, to give us the hope that we need. Boys and girls, don't be a bad bulb. Be a good bulb. Let's go up quietly to children's church.